Guys, things are just trying to cook out very badly, guys. But today, I'm not happy at all. But you have to accept how things they are just being managed out. And remember, we are just in East Africa, Kenya, where everything is just coming one on one out from you, and you have to accept on what is really out, popping outside. Yeah, guys, just a harvesting season, and such things when they happen, we do appreciate to God's presence and to this world war. We are almost to approach to examinations where people they have just already started going home because they are just crying out that they doesn't have any kind of food to eat more anymore where they are just staying wherever they are. But at times we have to go at home and also help our parents such work which they are just trying to do back there at home in order for them also to appreciate our presence and other things which may gonna coming up upon to us when we are just still living around here at the vocational training college which is just being called at Kisiwa. We have some certain maize which they are just trying to dry up, and this is what people they are trying to harvest and also get a little bit of flour onto their houses. It's not easy to manage. Our parents they were not, it was not easy for them to manage, at least for us to grow until we reach at this point. One, we had the land of our grandfather which he has just owned as a family, but some people they are just trying to come and say that they are learned people so that they want to take off the land of our grandfather. Now they are just taking their mother. You know, the grandfather has two wives, and now his children they have now been managed to be catched up with another family that they need now to take the land to scoop the land from us, and they need us also to be looking at them on what they are just trying to do. My dad has just gone there, has just started we has just started digging out the soil in order for her to plant his own things and also manage to generate what is just in need of her to do in his own lifestyle. As we are still also growing, we are just requesting our parents also to give us a little bit some land in order for us to manage even plowing out and getting food for our own family, for our own. Also, when I'm gonna be also being married, I'm gonna have somewhere to also plow my own food and also generate to the entire of the family. After all, they're just taking, they want to make some of the documents, and also the guy to the family has also married one of the girls who has just landed, is just saying that he's just working with some of the land surveys, whom is just trying also to accuse the family and just trying to say that, oh, this land goes this way. But only what shocks them, we have just built some houses to the land, and they doesn't also know the title deed. The grandfather, when he was just alive, he just told me that, you know, I have 14 hectares, and this is the only hectares which I own on my own. and when even everyone has to go to his own land and build her own house there. But still, because there are too many, my grandfather was just working at Mombasa. When he was just working there, he bought a motor bicycle, just a bicycle which you ride with your own legs. And then the other guy was just working as a prisoner. He did not work. He did not buy any kind of a land. Even he was capable of just carrying out Uhuru Kenyatta. But when Uhuru Kenyatta has just called her, the grandfather said, "Who is Uhuru Kenyatta for me to go and look for her?" And yet he's the one whom is just supposed to come and also help me. The child, sorry guys, for a few minutes. His guy, I'm sorry to say this, the guy is just being called Sebastian. He's just being employed, but at all, he goes and steals the money. Now it's like, I can say it is just a curse. How can you be employed at the same time you are just stealing from your own boss the money? And then you are just being caught with a huge just cover of just covering some, like certain just cover like this, guys. Let you see. The cover like this one, which the maize which they are on top of it here. How can you go to just in a certain company and try to steal just a cover, guys? You come and try to sell, and then they are just running up and down. And then, guys, they are just now they need us to look at them as they are just trying to do nonsense onto our land. I hereby declare, I know they are just going to watch this amazing video today. I hereby declaring that if you are a man, touch my dad. I assure you, if you are a man, touch my dad. And I assure you, on August, before that 5, I'm gonna be just back at my home. We see the shenanigans around the village, what you're gonna be doing unto my dad and the entire of the family. Maybe want to be cleared in this world. At times when you are just laughing with people, you show some people some teeth. They will continue just only wanting to touch you with some of the mouth, even some feces they're gonna be putting onto you, onto your mouth. I can't laugh with such matters. Maybe want to be cleared in this world, and then we see on how things are gonna be going here and there. They need to do such projects onto the land, but for us, they doesn't want us to progress. Guys, owning the land like this all over this place, it is not an easy. Look at this land. For someone to come and own the land like this one, making some good rentals around here. Guys, the only worst thing is that they are trying to learn to the police cases, and then the police, they are just trying to tell them that remember that we are not doing the cases of the land. Maybe you go to the court, and then after there they see it's like the hardship, and then they run and then they go and bring some of the other, we call them sungu. They bring them from the far place to come and chase us from the land. Collins, I'm just standing here face to this camera, just telling you, Collins, if you have seen that you have just learned more, and you have just eaten food which is enough to you, and you are so energetic that you can do anything, because you are just saying that you can demolish all the houses that you have just built. How can you come and demolish such of kind of these houses here? It's similar to these houses, guys, which I'm just trying to show you where I am. How can you come and start demolishing all over these houses? When these houses were just being built, where are you? Even the grandfather died minus just saying nothing. He only said that I've just shown you where you are supposed to go, and then go and try to build there. But still, they are just trying to plan on their own things. Even when the grandfather was just dying, he did not show them where the place where to be buried off. The grandfather came up to us and showed us that I'm just supposed to be buried to my brothers there. When you ask those people that who, according to the family, how many brothers were they? There were only 5 people in this family. This and this and this. And then you found our grandfather is inside. So stupid. If you can't own your own land, you're looking for what you can eat for today. Tell your father to stop doing witch doctors wherever he is. Stanislaus. Tell your father Stanislaus to stop doing witch doctor. You know, he's just trying to finish the family, the another family, and yet he got the curse from the grandfather that you are not supposed to even attach to my grave. And then after my grandfather has just been buried off after 2 days, now Stanislaus is just coming to take the soil. Why are you just taking the soil of our grandfather? Umepumbaza familia ya Nyangi wa Mboge. Wagekorako baba kangi. I'm just talking in my own language so that we can hear very well. Pawa iba igo ya bengana. Ngogo yuti muku tunakotetai. Morogwa. Mwe mokiga goko temoka mubikia igakama ani kwani benyuna kimoko mama. Braheme. Okay guys, I'm sorry. It's not a pleasing thing. For you to take the land like this one from the other road there, coming this way, you make some bricks until around to in the middle of this land. And when the grandfather was there, has just taken a little bit, he has just showed us, say, the grandfather was just trying to say, I can't be capable of just taking the land of my brother. Let me see the comment section. So, why do you want to grab the land from the entire of our family? At times you sing even songs that also attach you. Don't you see what you're just trying to do? I only look at you, but try to touch my dad. You will see what you have never seen. Yeah, at times I can't see nonsense just continuing on to our family, and then I say that, oh, let my daddy die, let my dad do this. No, I'm very sorry guys. For today's videos I'm not happy at all. My daddy called me and told me that, oh, they have already been started again. They go and waste a lot of money in the courts, in the police cases, and yet we can't go anywhere. And this is the fact. Someone to come and also weed this way and get good millets all over around this place, some maize and other things. And then someone brings nonsense according to her place where he's just living to. They have decided they are not going to build on their own land. Now they are looking out the way that they're gonna be building the house. They're gonna be building on the land. Now we are waiting for demolish because one of the son is we are just calling each other brother, and then they are just saying that we are not part of the family. Imagine owning the land like this. Someone just claiming that it's not our own land for our grandfather. Now, guys, let me ask. If I alone, my dad has his own land, and then I buy another land somewhere, am I supposed to be given a land from home? Am I supposed to be grabbing another people's land? Why, guys? I have never seen such kind of people in this world. But for instance, because we have just grown and we have just reached where we are, we're gonna be attached to each other one on one. One on one, guys. I'm very sorry, guys. I want to believe what is this. We have a sisal here, which demarcates where this guy is supposed to enrich of this land. Now it seems the other land goes downwards for another guy, and then someone from nowhere to come and remove this kind of a sisal here, and yet already the guy has already been putted some his own mark. We never remove this kind of a mark. He has just used this soil which was around here. You see, this is just a hole around here. He has really reached where he has just demarcated his own sisal. The bricks which were just getting out from here, the guy has just used to just build some rentals around here. And then some nonsense people from nowhere, they come and start demolishing this kind of a house here. Where were they when these houses were just being built until at this moment? How many years have they just stayed onto the land? And then you say that, oh, our grandfather told us, just continue putting your own words, but at the end of the day, we just talk and sleep. But let me tell you, don't catch up by trying me. Don't catch up by touching my own family. If you want to see fire minus fire, touch my beloved dad, touch my beloved mom, and touch our beloved family, entire family. No matter what, you're gonna see what you have never seen. I assure you. On the other side of the Holy Family, outside here, we have some other people who are just working each and every day. And this is what happens. Niaje man. Niaje. It's a harvesting season, guys. Okay guys, being the harvesting season of this area around at Bungoma, at times they plant maize when they are too late, and at times they do harvest maize when the sun is overhead. When you see it's just at noon, and these are some of the maize which they have already been dried up around here. You're gonna be capable of just seeing, guys. They are just whitish in color, and these are the places where the cocks they have just been removed off around this place, guys. Now, when you see around this place, the cows, they are now not going to be hungry. They're just going to use this kind of the things which the cocks they have just removed on, and then they're just going to use for a long period of time. When you see here, even they have just tried to do some nurseries, beds of such things, you see. But we have such things like earthworms which they have just tried to eat what is here. I'm sorry, I doesn't know what is here. Maybe I'm gonna think it is a nursery bed, and then, oh my goodness. Let's see. This kind of the maize which has just been removed, and then after all they are just going to make a flour. You know, like, only thing which I'm just being surprised with, when they are just making these way such things to happen, like, and then they are just going to weed with hands. And then when you see a lot of people, they're just trying to remove the maize and things to happen around at this place. Not everyone whom is just happy when they are just working hard and then to make it happen. You know, at times when the sun is overhead of us, and then things to happen like this is not an easy way. Now the mom is just trying to use some children around here in the garden because they have not gone to school. Maybe early Monday they're gonna be going to school. Now he gonna not be getting time to come and get out this maize. They have not started now. They have started very early in the morning. You know, someone to remove such kind of maize like this one and to come and reach where they are. Let's see. And there are some of the neighbors. I hope this kind of the family, it's not all part of the family which is here. I hope some people, they are not around here, but we have to accept. You know, when the food is too more, even some hens they come in the garden to find some kind of facts of food. Oh my God, when rain it will rain, the bricks will see fire minus fire. Look, but still you have to accept them. Oh my goodness. They've done a good work, but when rain it will rain, the bricks will be demolished. See, this is another kind of a hen to show that love, mercy, and other things that are just being happen. And when you see we have a larger pathway to go still and to this place. Like the certain land which I was almost to buy around this place was just looking like similar to this one from the other part, but the land had maize, had some stones which were on top of it going this way, where they're just removing some maize stalks and passing until to the far end there to the neighboring places where they're just also making some bricks. And also in this other side, people that are just trying to make some bricks. It's like the around the bricks around another, they have just been covered up there. It's like the only target of the business around here being that the bricks. So they are just making the bricks in order for them to build some land and other many things. And this is the only way to go. And we can't be capable of just refusing, guys. Praying to God to help us in this journey. Guys, if you haven't been subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. If it's the first time to come upon this channel, this is the place where we go by the truth only and what happens in the village and outside the village, wherever in the entire of the world where we are. I go by the name Brian Bogai. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for staying subscribers. And for the new views, continue watching onto my video. Please subscribe onto my channel if you haven't been subscribed. Today I'm not happy at all because of what is just happening back to my home village. But for the next video, I'll bring it as good as it can each and every day. Let's meet at all moments.